Once upon a time, in a busy city where people walked fast and dreamed even faster, there lived a young man named Arin Vale. Arin was not famous, not rich, and not special in the eyes of the world, but inside his heart he carried a fire. He wanted to become someone meaningful. He wanted his life to matter. From the outside, Arin looked calm, but inside he was always fighting with his thoughts, his fears, and his mistakes. Arin believed that mistakes were enemies. Every time he failed, he felt smaller. When he spoke wrong English words, he stayed silent next time. When he lost a job interview, he stopped applying for weeks. When someone criticized him, he replayed the moment again and again in his mind. His past mistakes followed him like shadows, whispering that he was not good enough. Slowly, his confidence started to disappear, and self-doubt became his daily companion. One evening, after another disappointing day, Arin sat alone on a bridge, watching the city lights reflect on the dark water below. He felt tired, not in his body, but in his soul. He asked himself a painful question: why do I keep failing when others move forward? That night, something inside him broke, but something also woke up. He realized that running away from mistakes had only made him weaker. The next morning, Arin met an old bookshop owner named Mr. Elian, a quiet man with kind eyes and a peaceful voice. Arin often passed his shop but never entered. That day, without knowing why, he walked in. The shop smelled of old pages and calm silence. Mr. Elian looked at Arin and smiled as if he had been waiting for him. Without asking many questions, he said, "You look like someone who is afraid of yesterday." Those words hit Arin deeply. He shared his story, his failures, his embarrassment, and his fear of making mistakes again. Mr. Elian listened without interrupting. Then he said something simple but powerful. Mistakes are not lessons by themselves. Reflection turns them into wisdom. Arin did not fully understand, but he felt hope for the first time in a long while. From that day, Arin decided to change one small thing. Instead of blaming himself for mistakes, he started observing them. When he spoke wrong English, he wrote the sentence again correctly. When he failed an interview, he noted what he could improve. When emotions took control, he paused and asked himself why he felt that way. This was not easy. Many times his old habits returned. But now, instead of giving up, he forgave himself and continued. Weeks passed, then months. Arin did not suddenly become successful, but something important changed. He became calmer. He learned self-control by choosing response over reaction. When someone criticized him, he listened instead of fighting. When he felt angry, he waited before speaking. Emotional intelligence slowly grew inside him like a quiet strength. He learned that controlling emotions did not mean hiding them, but understanding them. One day, Arin faced a big opportunity, a public speaking event where he had to speak in English. The old Arin would have said no. Fear tried to stop him again, reminding him of past embarrassment. But this time, Arin smiled gently at his fear. He remembered that every mistake had trained him for this moment. He accepted the opportunity, not to be perfect, but to be brave. On the stage, his hands shook and his voice trembled. He made small grammar mistakes, but something magical happened. He did not stop. He did not apologize too much. He continued. The audience listened, not because his English was perfect, but because his message was honest. When he finished, the applause was real, not loud, not dramatic, but meaningful. Arin felt proud, not because he succeeded, but because he did not quit. Later that night, Arin walked past the bridge again. The city lights were the same, but he was not. He understood a deep truth. Mistakes were not signs of weakness, they were signs of effort. Every error showed that he tried, that he moved, that he lived. He realized that people who never make mistakes are people who never move forward. Arin continued his journey. He failed again many times, but now failure no longer controlled him. He controlled his response. He learned patience with himself and kindness toward others. His emotional intelligence helped him build better relationships, and his self-control helped him stay focused even in chaos. Slowly, life opened new doors, not because he avoided mistakes, but because he learned from them. The story of Arin Vale is not about success, it is about growth. It is about choosing learning over shame, calm over anger, and courage over fear. If you are listening to this story and feel afraid of your mistakes, remember this: your mistakes are not your past, they are your teachers. Learn from them, and they will lead you to a stronger, wiser, and more peaceful version of yourself. And just like Arin, one day you will look back and smile, not because life was easy, but because you were brave enough to keep going.